Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and today we're going to talk about investing. This is kind of a primer sort of thing, but y'all know me. I always add that little special sauce on to everything to kind of help you guys see it in a different way. And so even if you already are investing, I'm going to pretty much explain to you how to get your relatives investing and making money in about 10 minutes. I'm going to give you a Dr. Boyce formula, a Dr. Boyce breakdown on where money comes from, how to learn how to make money very, very quickly. And we're going to talk about this and break all this down on the Black Financial Channel. So take 1 second right now, hit that thumbs up button, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, hit share, subscribe, and we're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. We on the Black Financial Channel, we believe in Black wealth. We believe in putting our community first. We believe in solving our community's problems. We also believe that we can pay ourselves reparations. But in order to do that, we must put ourselves first. That is what the B1 philosophy is. So if you agree that we should put ourselves first, put a hashtag B and the number one in the chat, hashtag B1. If you believe that the Black community should be your top priority as a Black person, put a hashtag B and the number one in the chat. If you believe that we can solve our own economic problems, put a hashtag B and the number one in the chat. If you believe that we are the greatest group of people on the planet, put a hashtag B1 in the chat. We might not be there in every aspect, but I believe we can get there, and that's what we're here to talk about. So good morning to Akila and Devontae and Orlando and Nicole and everybody else. So let's talk about this. Let's jump into this, and I'm going to give you the short version of this, and then I'm going to give you the longer version for those of you that want to stay after class and go a little bit deeper. I want to talk to you real quick about how to get started investing in 10 minutes or less. Now, one of the big myths that's out there about investing is that you have to spend 1,000 hours, get a bunch of degrees, go to school, go deep in debt, get a degree in finance and all this other stuff in order to learn how to make money, in order to learn how to invest. That is not true. That is not true. And so I want to say also, Kevin, I see your comment, Kevin Sanderson. He says, thank you for daily educating us on your platform. Well, in case you want to know, if you want to know the secret sauce in that, my secret sauce is repetition. I believe that the best way for me to show you that I really care about your economic well-being is to be here for you every day, every morning, all day long, all the time, because I am dedicated to this game. I do not want you watching my channel ever if you don't feel that watching this channel is going to make your life better. I want you to win. I want you to have money. I want your kids to feel good about where their parents are financially, and I want you to feel good about your life. I'm not here to be a YouTube star. I'm not here to get likes and views. I'm not here just to be popular. I'm here because I want you to win, and I believe I've got a formula that can help you do that. In some ways, I might be considered a financial ninja because I know what the heck I'm talking about. So that's why we're here. And so here's the deal. As we're shaping the culture of economics, as we're talking about Black wealth, which is our top priority, let me kind of explain to you real quickly everything that you think that you believe in terms of it taking a long time to learn how to make money. That's just not true. Now, it does take time to get better and to refine the art of making money, right? Think of it like golf or tennis. Like you can teach somebody to play golf in just a few minutes, but to become a great golfer, you got to spend, 10,000 hours on the golf course to become Tiger Woods, caliber of a golfer, right? Well, the same thing is true with making money and building wealth and investing. There is actually a video, and I'm going to share this video link for those of you who don't have it yet. Some of you may already have it. But those of you who don't have it, let me give it to you now. It's firstshareofstock.com. Now, the reason I want you to go to firstshareofstock.com and I want you to take a look at that video, it's about 10 minutes, is literally in this video, which has been seen by, I think, about 1 million people now. I got to go look at the numbers. Basically, this video explains literally in just a few minutes how to get started investing. It literally breaks down the mountaintop of economic theory when it comes to stock market investing, where I lean on something called the efficient markets hypothesis and research I did when I was working on my dissertation that pretty much kind of says that you don't need to overthink it. A lot of people don't achieve their goal or don't go after the prize because they overthink it. Like, I don't know if anybody ever seen that where people get paralysis of analysis. You ever feel that way? I don't know if anybody's ever gone through that. Raise your hand if you ever felt that way. Maybe because you weren't confident enough. So because you weren't sure, you didn't move forward. You just sat still. You didn't do anything new because you were too scared to even try, because you were afraid to kind of mess up. Well, that happens a lot. A lot of us get paralysis of analysis because we feel like we got to know every single nook and cranny about something before we take that chance. Well, you know what? If you go to firstsharestock.com, JB, that's the URL, firstsharestock.com. It's on the screen. Basically, I just kind of explained to you why you don't have to overthink it. Literally, your 5-year-old, I could show your 5-year-old how to start investing in 5 minutes. I say 10 minutes, but 10 minutes is giving myself extra time. Literally, there's the efficient markets hypothesis literally was developed by explaining, by using monkeys. They use monkeys. They taught monkeys how to invest and make money. And so you're thinking, how can a monkey make money? Well, because the efficient markets hypothesis, you know what it is? Anybody ever heard? Give me a yes or no if you ever heard this saying. E40 used it in a song. And I was so mad after we came out to the E40 song. Yep. Nope. Because me and Alicia are both a little bit ratchet. We're educated, but we're sophisticated ratchet to some extent. Not overly ratchet, but just a little ratchet. So we came out to the E40 song, and Willie D from the Ghetto Boys, who was in the wedding, he said, man, if you had told me you was gonna come out to that song, I would have got E40 on the FaceTime. I would have got him to FaceTime you. And I was like, man, you could have got E40. Oh wow, that would have been so cool because I love E40. Well, one thing about E40, and actually his sister Sugar T, by the way, is a very smart black lady. Excuse me, I'm going to start sharing my platform with Sugar T. I'm going to let her come in and share her perspective. I think you need to hear from her because we know about the big celebrities, but we don't hear about the people that are next to them who are just as talented. So anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But here's why I bring up E40. Well, E40, basically, if you he had a saying in a song. He did an album with a guy. I think was it Ant Banks or somebody. I can't remember the guy's name. But anyway, in the song, he says, God protects babies and fools. Right? Anybody ever heard that saying? Anybody ever heard the saying that God protects babies and fools? Because babies don't know any better and fools don't know any better. Right? So God protects babies and fools. Now, you're not a baby or a fool, so you have no excuse, right? But the thing is, though, when it comes to investing, you have a lot of babies and you have a lot of what might be called fools. I don't want to call them fools. I would say uninformed, unsophisticated investors, right? Well, there is something called the efficient markets hypothesis, which is kind of like the financial God. And it's basically this concept that says that markets are so efficient, markets are so well designed to some extent that basically, even if you invest as a baby or a fool, you're still going to make money. You're still going to be okay as long as you follow specific rules, right? You get what I'm saying? That basically all this idea that you have to kind of know everything that's going on and go through the financial reports of a company in extreme detail. I don't read companies' annual statements. It's boring. It takes a long time. It's too much information. And I don't even know what to do with the information. So you end up thinking that because you've gone through all this processing and you've read all this crap and you bored yourself into an early grave, that somehow you're more sophisticated and more prepared to invest than the next guy. Most of the time, that ain't true. I hate to tell you that, but most of the time, that ain't true. All right. So, Michael, I see he said B1 bitches. I love it. Anyway, so here's what I want to share with you. This thing, the efficient markets hypothesis, which is connected to another theory called the random walk hypothesis, basically says that if you invest in a specific way, you could be as uninformed as you want to be to some extent, with limitations, of course, and you will be just fine. If you go in and you open up your app and you invest in some sort of S&P 500 fund that's going to put your money in the biggest companies in America, you can literally put that money in there, drip, drip, drip every week and literally walk away and come back 10 years later and you will have that much more money in your account. And you'll be like, where'd that money come from? I didn't do any work. Well, who taught you that you have to work to make money? First of all, who told you that lie, right? You're black. Maybe that's why they told you that lies. They make you think that you have to work to make money. We think it's that if you make money without working, you stealing. That's illegal. That's wrong. You are exploiting people. No, that's how rich people get rich. You see, working for money is kind of played out. Like that's working is something that people do for money when they don't have another way to make money or they've never been taught other ways to make money. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm not blaming you if you've grown up thinking that way. I did too. I thought that if you didn't get up and go to work every day, your bills would not get paid. So at the end of the day, what I want you to understand is that when you look at the world of investing, there's a whole nother tier, a whole nother level you go to. It's like getting your first airplane, right? Because before you thought that in order for me to travel, I got to walk a long distance. I got to run. I'm going to be really tired when I get there. I'm going to be sweaty. I'm going to be worn out. I can only go, 10 miles a day, right? Because I'm going to be so tired when I get there. And then somebody says, hey, well, did you ever seen a car? Cars can go, you can go 100, 200 miles in a day and 300 miles a day in the car. You're like, whoa, oh my God, wow, this is awesome, right? So then you're thinking like, okay, in order for me to travel 400 or 500 miles, I've got to get in the car and get me some like chips and a drink and play my favorite songs and drive, right? Pump it up with gas and just sit there and drive. And after about 5 or 6 hours, I'm a little tired. And so I'm thinking that in order for me to cover 500 miles in a day, I'm going to have to still work pretty hard. Not as hard as I did when I was walking, but it's still pretty hard, right? Then somebody says, well, have you heard of airplanes? Did you know that airplanes, you get on an airplane, you can get on the plane at 11 a.m. and be in California. You can be in New York at 11 a.m. and be in California by 3:30 and literally sleep the entire way. And you're like, whoa, right? Oh my God. So what's happening here is you're being introduced to different vehicles. Different vehicles are taking you to the next level, right? Where the things that used to seem impossible suddenly become possible. The things that used to be hard are suddenly easy, right? The things that used to exhaust you, suddenly they take no energy. Right. So that's kind of what it is like when you go from thinking that you have to work your butt off for $10, $20 an hour in order to make, say, $1,000. You got to bust your butt, work 50 hours. God bless people who have to do that. I'm not knocking that at all. But that's like level one. Right. Then level two is like, oh, wait, I can make $50 an hour. Then I only have to work 20 hours. Right. I'm still going to be tired, but I can make a lot more money and I can make money faster. OK, that's cool. Then you're like, wait a minute, I can sell a product. And if I sell 50 units of a $20 product, I can sell it just like that. And I can make $1,000 in a matter of minutes. And then there's like the next level where you learn, wait, I don't even have to go sell anything. I don't have to go create a product, anything. I can actually take a certain amount of money, consistently drop my $50 a week into my investment account, and the money will grow even without me doing any of the work, right? There's levels to this game. Do you follow what I'm saying? Give me a yes or no if you're talking about there's levels to this game. I saw somebody in here mention mama's cooking. We ain't talking about Kwame Brown today. I got Boyce's cooking. Today Boyce is in the kitchen. So we going to cook. We going to do some financial cooking. We going to cook some black wealth. I'm not here for the drama. I'm here to make sure your mama is rich. Right, that's what I'm here for. Right, so let's do. So Boyce is in the kitchen today, and I'm really trying to help you elevate your game so that as you see all the stuff that's happening around you, as you see everybody kind of getting caught up in all this other stuff. Oh, I can't make any money because the white man is mad. Yeah. Okay, we talked about that back in the year 2005. Some of us have moved on to the 10th grade. And what I'm saying to you is that as you move forward in your life, you will find that 99.9% of all the problems that you have that come from being black will be solved when you figure out how to get some money in that bank account and you can get a baby a new pair of shoes. 99.9% of my life does not involve dealing with police. 99.9% of my life does not involve dealing with white supremacy and racism or somebody, an old lady at the grocery store calling me the N-word. I don't care about that. 99.9% of my life is this. It is making sure that black woman in the other room is solid financially. 99.9% of my life is making sure that I'm talking to my kids every day so that they grow up to be happy, healthy human beings. 99.9% of my life is pretty much dealing with you guys and talking to you and helping us elevate our game. That's my life. That's what my life is. I'm not saying that those other lives don't exist, but you always have a choice, right? You have a choice. You can choose wealth. Choose wealth. Wealth is a culture. Wealth is a culture, and I want you to choose a culture that is going to empower you in such a way that not only are you going to be doing better financially, because many of you, again, I like to flex just a little bit on this platform. Say yes in the chat if you are doing better financially because you're coming to this platform. If you've been coming to the platform, some of y'all are new, some people are new, but for those who have been here, I want you to just help those who are just coming into the church to just sort of know that this actually works. We are solutionaries. We are not. We don't just sit and complain about white people. We don't really sit and complain about black people. I mean, every now and then it's just kind of fun, but we don't really obsess ourselves on that. We don't sit and talk about how hard it is to be black or how we're determined, why we're destined to be oppressed. Like I literally give you solutions, and they really work. Right? They really work. Like a lot of you in here have more money in your bank account than you did before you got here. And if you didn't, I wouldn't feel comfortable talking to you because I'd be just doing a whole lot of yapping and pretty much I'd be giving you entertainment. If you want entertainment, you can go see a comedian. There's plenty of comedians that'll entertain you. There's plenty of people that yell and scream on the YouTube channel for entertainment. There are plenty of rappers who will rap a song to you that make you feel better about your terrible life, right? I'm the guy who says, let's look at where the problem is and let's fix it. Right? I'm a Powernomics guy. I'm a Dr. Claude Anderson guy. I defer to him because that is my father. He is my economic father, right? So at the end of the day, what I'm saying to you is, if you go, so the URL's on the screen, firstsharestock.com. Somebody asked about my options class. I saw you in the chat. I do have a class on stock options. So if you want to go a little deeper, it's stockoptionsmasterclass.com. Feel free to go take a look. It's up to you. Everything in the Black Business School has a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. We are very, very good at what we do. And we have students all over the globe. But we keep it 100% Black. It doesn't mean you have to be Black to be there, but we focus solely on Black wealth. We're kind of blackety black. And that turns a lot of people off. That scares people away. But that's fine. I want that to happen because I only want to attract the right people who are on the right mission. Because here's the thing, right? When you talk about something like the Black wealth problem, you're really talking about a difficult problem to solve. You're talking about a problem that your government has never been able to solve. Your Black leaders have never been able to solve this problem. You're talking about a problem that none of your entertainers have ever effectively come up with a solution to solve this. Most of them, as much money as they've made, they've never employed a Black person. I've employed Black people. They've never been able to go in and make massive multi-million-dollar investments in the Black community. Excuse me. The Black Business School, we've done that. We've invested millions of dollars in the Black community. And we did it without getting approval from anybody else. Like, we did this, like we have the solution, right? So I encourage you to understand the difference between a solution and somebody just complaining. You know, these problems are very solvable. And it starts with you. So what I encourage you to do is this. Here's how you can walk away from this conversation and implement something that we've talked about today. First of all, there's that site, firstsharestock.com. Just feel free to go there. You'll sign up. You'll be on our email list. We'll send you lots of free stuff. If you want to upgrade and do more stuff in the Black Business School, that's up to you. Some people don't, and that's totally fine. But two, I want you to understand that wealth is a culture, right? So when you go talk to your children, I don't want you giving them victim talk. Don't talk to them about just the fact that being Black means you might as well be dead and that it's terrible and that there's nothing you can do about it except complain about what somebody else is accomplishing with their family. That is not empowered thinking. That is victim thinking. And that is what sticks you in the mud. That's what keeps you from moving forward. Okay. I also want you to every day when you get up, read something financial, read a financial report, watch financial videos, talk to people about wealth and money, because what's going to happen is that the more you start talking to other people about money, the more money you will find its way to you, because you're going to be sitting around obsessing over the thing that you want to fix. Wealth is the one thing that is literally that literally, I'm not kidding, that is literally the one thing that would solve 99.9% of all Black people's problems. And there are people who say, well, if you have money, you know, and you're Black, you're still Black. In their mind, you're still the N-word. You're still the N-word. I'm like, well, you know, we got 1,000 Black rappers that will call me the N-word every single day of the week. So I don't really know if I really care about that anymore, because obviously that doesn't offend you, because you let these white record labels pay people to call you the N-word all the time. So why would you be offended, right? Yeah, sure, you're still going to be the N-word. That's fine, but at least I'll be the rich N-word, right? At least I'll be the guy who can pull his own strings. I've been rich before, and I'm not going to talk about how much money I have now, but it's out there on the internet. People, you know, rumors or whatever. But, you know, I tell you what, when I meet white people, they're awfully nice to me. They might be pretending, but I don't care if they're pretending. Keep pretending. Keep pretending, because you know where the power is. You know where the power lies. And you know, I know if you stop pretending, we're going to have a problem. So what I want you to kind of get into is to understand that that when you talk about this building wealth, you talk about investing, building wealth and building power is a culture. It is, you know, there was an old saying by Teddy Roosevelt who said, walk softly, but carry a big stick. So a lot of people that are very loud, they're loud because they don't have any other recourse. They're loud because they don't have institutions. They're loud because they don't have resources. They're loud because they don't know how to build anything. You know, the people that have real power in America tend to be the people that are very quiet, because they don't have to prove to you that they're powerful. They just execute their power. They just move forward with their mission, right? Just like I saw conversations this week about, you know, alpha males, people talking about alpha males. And I said, you know, most men who are truly alpha males don't have to tell you that they're an alpha. The more a man screams, I'm an alpha male. Look at me. I'm an alpha male. I'm drinking something brown and I'm smoking a cigar. That makes me an alpha male. Drinking and smoking don't make you an alpha male. Dressing a certain way don't make you the alpha male. Wearing the gator shoes, don't make you an alpha male. Wearing the little hat with the feather in it don't make you an alpha male. Being an alpha male means that you just execute your power as an alpha male. You just go do it. Walk softly, carry a big stick. You ain't got to brag about nobody. You ain't got to brag about what you got and what you're doing. You just do it. People that talk about it are people that talk because they can't do anything, right? So just don't be a talker, be a doer. So everybody type the word doer in the chat. If you are a doer and not a talker, not just a talker, I want you to type doer in the chat. Now I talk because I'm talking to you guys. I don't talk to the masses. I talk to you all. So I want to talk to the doers. I want you to go when most of y'all got kids, you got family. I want you to go and I want you to start, really being very conscious about implementing a culture of wealth and power into your family. And what you're going to find, I don't care if you don't have a nickel in your bank account. I literally don't care how broke you are right now. I care, but I don't. But it's like it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. I don't care how much you how little you might know about investing. I want you to start implementing a culture of investing. All investing is this delayed gratification. That's all it is. Farmers understand investing because farmers understand that in order for you to have a harvest, you must plant a seed. So I want you to become a seed planter, and you don't just plant seeds of money. You get a little bit of money. Don't spend it. Start investing a little piece of that consistently. Plant those seeds. But the other seeds you're planting are seeds of confidence in your children. You plant seeds of love in the people that you care about. You plant seeds of vision by believing in yourself, believing in something bigger than yourself. You plant seeds of community by expressing love and connection with the people that are around you, right? Plant those little seeds. And what you're going to find is that you're slowly but surely your family will turn into an empire. But that's what it is. That's where these wealthy families come from. That's where this power comes from. I want you to have power. I want you to win. I want you to be wealthy. And I want you and your grandchildren to be doing extremely well. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Please have a great day. I will talk to you soon. And I love you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Take care. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Peace.